Sleep. A nap. Tim said, not on my watch. Tim channeled his inner Iyanla Vanzant and said, sleep, baby. Who? Where? Anywho, it's your girl Chris Nikki, and I am back with another Love is Blind review, season 7, episodes 10 and 11. And y'all, this is hard. It's hard to keep watching and doing these reviews because the experience has just been ruined. I don't know if for y'all, but for me, it's hard to watch this show knowing that we already know that most of y'all are lying. All the scenes that I usually would have been eating up, like, oh my God, so romantic. I already know that's a lie. Because it's like coming into it, I already have common sense. So I can already tell half of these people were lying. But then the other half, it's like, no, we have documentation and receipts from y'all baby mamas, sperm recipients, all that. So it just kind of ruins the watching experience. But I'm going to push through, child, just to make it to the end. I'm not a quitter. So I'm going to keep doing these reviews. So, like my intro said, let's just kick it off with Tim and Alex. We already know why we here. We already know why we here. When this man said, I think we can at least, what did he say? At least we can both agree on the fact that I never want to see you again. Excuse me, what? If y'all haven't go see my spoof video of me watching that moment and that scene and doing a spit take, because I was really like, what? It wasn't even me. He wasn't talking to me, and I felt the gut punch through the screen. Huh? What? And so, now hear me out, sistren, my sistren that are watching, because I know how y'all like to tussle. I'm going to have to keep it real with y'all. I think Alex is wrong in this situation as far as their whole dynamic. And like I said, I know how y'all like to tussle. Hear me out. Let me prove my case, sister. Let's just run down the major things that we know that they both have agreed to on camera happened. A lot of it we don't know because these producers, I don't know if the lunch break is lunch breaking, but we always miss the actual action in the argument. And we got to play catch up with the after scenes. But from what they have both admitted, if we run down the things that Alex has done and said, if we flip that and Tim as a man had done or said those same exact things, what would we be saying? Case in point, when they got fresh out the pods on the honeymoon, Alex told Tim right off the bat, I used to have a temper. If it was a man, we would be like, red flag. Then we saw on the whole honeymoon, all she did was nitpick this man every 5 minutes, even down to the simple stuff of him liking the little fedora hat. Just everything. Man breathed too hard. Alex was going to be on him, okay? And we even said that in the comments, like, dang, girl, okay? And I will be the first to tell you, Tim is annoying. Go back and watch my earlier videos. When they were in the pods, I was the first to tell y'all Tim got a little vindictive, spiteful streak in him from when he first told that story about the sweater. I've been clocked. But two things can be true at once. Alex has been toxic from day one. Then let's add when the whatever altercation happened that we didn't get to see. Thanks, producers. Alex even admits on camera that she put her hand on Tim's mouth while they were having a heated argument. That is putting your hands on somebody. If Tim would have done that to Alex, even with the little knowledge that we know, the internet would have set him on fire. His reputation would have been, oh no. They would have actually been doing petitions and change.org websites and lists and sign-up pages to boycott Netflix, because it would have been like, oh, well, why is he still even allowed to be on the show after he put her hands on? We would have called him all kind of aggressive and controlling. Then when they met Alex's family, Tim did everything. Tim was the butler, the waiter, the cashier, the griller, cooked the sides. When it was time to eat, she told him, can you make our plates? Then we find out in these recent episodes, Alex couldn't even be bothered to do the dishes. Then when it's time to go see her house, girl, it's one thing to be junky. It's another thing. You knew that if you picked somebody or said yes, that somebody was coming to your house. You had all of the honeymoon to call your peeps and be like, hey, those two brothers that said you like a mama to them, mama needs you to go clean my room up. You could have go. So the fact that you didn't even try, that lets me know you don't even put forth effort. Now think about how we didn't talked about these men in previous seasons where they house be looking a mess, like the one who had the flies and the stuff in the toilet, and we read him for filth. So the same way we would say if it was a man, like, oh, he didn't put any effort, that speaks volumes about how serious he takes the experiment, how he wanted to leave a first impression for his fiance seeing his space for the first time. So now let's flip that with Alex and all the trash bags. You ain't even tried to clean up, throw it in the closet, nothing, sis. Come on. Then we get to the fact that his parents, 10 parents, that drove up the mountain to fix their marriage. I mean, they done came up 10 hours to see their son, you know, and his fiance. Just for Tim said, as soon as the cameras went off, Alex went to the bed and said, so, I'm going to head out. And I see people saying like, oh, well, she had spent hours talking to them. Why is it a big deal that she went to sleep? I don't think it's the fact that she went to sleep, y'all. And I could be wrong. This is just how I took it. I think the way Tim worded it, he said as soon as the cameras went off. So I think for him, maybe he perceived it as, oh, while the cameras were on, you didn't seem like you were tired. You all, you know, chumming it up with my parents. But then as soon as the cameras go off, it's given like, oh, that was all for TV. So maybe he took it as he thought she was being performative or something. But even when it was on camera, did y'all catch the hand in the pocket while she was hugging the parents? Like, let's not act like, that's all I'm asking y'all is to be for real. If Tim did half of these things that Alex had done to him, we would all be like, run, red flag, red flag, red flag. Now, they both toxic, and I've been saying they should have never made it out the pods. But Alex, the same energy y'all giving Hannah for over there traumatizing and emotionally abusing and verbally abusing Nick D, Alex was doing the same thing. And Sistren, I gotta call a spade a spade. So really, everybody else, I mean, Garrett was lying about those text messages. Is it Uchiwali or One Bite? Did you like it? Or did you tell her you miss y'all favorite ham sandwich? Every minute the story changes with Garrett. I'm so glad Nick D and Hannah called it off. Nick, you need to put out a mixtape or something. Go get one of your female relatives to square up with Hannah, because the disrespect was insane. And then Tyler and Ashley, I feel like every time they come on my screen, I feel like I'm watching a horror movie and I'm trying to scream through the screen to Ashley. Girl, he gonna kill you. The killer behind you. Run, girl. Don't trust him. Get out the house. But she can't hear me because she on the screen. So that's how I feel. Yeah. So I guess I'll see y'all on the next batch. I'm pushing through. I'm trying.